walking with her Caesar Borgia. He's walking with Caesar Borgia. See that?
And she's talking like a Edomite too.
And you know, that same nigga woman, she was the same woman that walked past me just recently, just today, and she was looking over at me to see if I was looking at her. You see, so the black woman, she wants to see if the black man still want her while she's walking with her master.
The devil, man.
And she don't realize that the lifestyle that she's living is a snare onto her. That's why what did King David say? Let their table be made a snap and a snare, and let them be taken, man. You know, fuck them. You know what I mean? Because they were given to that. That was their table. That was a table that the Most High gave to them. That was their dainties, man. That was their meat. Well, that meat is deceitful, and it's deceived them. So it said, a snare, i.e., whatever brings peril, loss, or destruction. You hear that? A snare. For example, whatever brings peril, loss, or destruction. So your prosperity is going to bring you peril, loss, and destruction. But the majority of our people, they think that their prosperity is going to continue forever. So it said, of a sudden and unexpected deadly peril. See? Yeah, you would be an Edomite.
What?
You would be an Edomite.
Edomite.
Yes. You're the wicked.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You're so white people, you represent the wicked. You're the wicked.
You're trying to preach on the street and they're calling me wicked. Fuck you, man. Fuck off.
His head turned red. Look at him. His head turned pink.
Turned red.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell him that. Listen, if you'd listen more, I would have told him that, you know, he could be an Israelite. He might be. I don't know, depending on whether he believes or not. But you know, he just got stormed off and said, you're an Edomite.
That church, that white thing down there.
I could have been fair, but then he got in a rage, man.
That might be a church, that white thing that's shutting down. That thing, not that plane there, but that white thing.
I don't know, yeah.
Because that one is the plane there, that one is the charity. Yeah. Both sides around.
It's a lot more.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
So moving on. It's like a comic, man. It's coming down.
Yeah, right. The white one. Nice one.
The
devil right here.
The devil right there. Yeah, look at that, man. It's changing direction.
Powerful, man. So let's go keep enjoying, man. And the devil is watching and seeing it, man. You know, the devil is seeing it.
It's amazing, bro.
And look how he's hovering over us, huh? You see that? The devil knows he has a short time. Crazy to see how much we outside. And he stops right here and he curves again. They know, man. They know. But it's still going down, devil. So, wow, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. The white horse in Revelation.
It looks like it's orange, though. It looks orange, like red. Like that guy that come out, he looked like an Edomite. I could have told him, I asked him where he's from. He sounded like he had an accent, like he was Irish or something like that. He could have been one of us, but if he had time, I would have told him. It was all for the spirit, you know, it was all for the spirit.
The Lord's around, man.
That's why when you teach this word, even like great men are not always wise, it's still sometimes, you gotta be careful how you deliver the message, because you could turn away a brother that might actually be of the elect. You know what I mean? You never know, you never know. Spirit. I made mistakes too.
Everyone makes mistakes, man, but as long as you repent from that, that's fine, man.
Yeah.
As long as the Most High sees that you tried to repent from that mistake, that's all that matters, man.
Yeah.
Because no one is perfect, man. As far as on this flesh, we're not going to be perfect, man. You know what we're still trying to be that perfect, man. You know?
That's beautiful still. That was actually beautiful.
Man.
That was actually beautiful. Like the chariot descended down, then it went that way. You know? But
That might be a black one as well.
let's focus, man. Let's focus.
Calm.
So I said, we look at the word snare in 1 Timothy 6 and 10 or 9. It said, whatever brings peril, loss, or destruction, of a sudden and unexpected, deadly peril, of the allurements of seductions of sin, the allurements to sin by which the devil holds one bound, the snares of love. Okay. Look at the word lusts. The word lusts in this verse.
Strong's G, 1939. Epithemia.
The word lust here means a desire, craving, longing, desire for what is forbidden, or lust. And what is forbidden? Following after the world, man. We're not meant to go after the world or learn the ways of the heathen, man.
That's right.
But the ways of the heathen, our people crave for it, man. You crave that lifestyle. You crave the luxuries and the dainties that's on the table of the Edomites, man. But you got to refrain from those dainties, okay? Because that's a deceitful meat, and it will lead to what? Your peril, your destruction, okay? It says, which drowned men.
Where's that from?
Right, that's right, man. Well, that's that. Read that again. 1 Timothy 6 and 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. That's right. What's the ultimate destruction that's going to come upon these lands? The weapons of the Lord's indignation that comes from a far country,
Right.
from the other end of heaven. Even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, man. Right? Read on. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Right. You're seeing the many witnesses. You're the Israelites. You're the Israelites. You're the people of the Bible, man. You know, looking at them, that's so that's in the family. You know, I'm telling you, man, the so-called black woman, they're all up in the world. Look at these two women, man. You know, delighting in the abundances of their riches, man. Hold on, wait. This side. See them two. These two. You see them, man. Delighting themselves in the prosperity of one day at a time. And it's deceitful, man. That's what I say. John chapter 6, verse 26, Yahweh answered them and said, Verily, verily, I say unto you, ye seek me, not because ye saw the miracles, but because ye did eat of the loaves, and were filled. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him have the Most High, the Father, sealed. Right. So what's the meat that endureth to everlasting life? This word, man. This meat here. This the lamb. You like lamb, right? You like your lamb chops, your oxtail, your curry goat, your homemade ginger and guava. Yeah? I drink that, I like that. Well, this is the spiritual version of that, man. Labor for this. Labor to win your Hawashai, man. Because it's going to receive this immortal word. You receive this immortal word, and Lord will you receive of the salvation. You're going to drink of the cup of immortality, man. You got to drink of this cup.
I just want to thank the Lord, man, for giving me this truth, man, because I could have been like the rest of these people that are out here that are bug outs, man. Imagine how all these thousands of people, all these two brothers are standing here for your house, man.
He changed my life. I don't need no jobs. I don't need to go around hating, but I speak the love of God. But there's a danger. It's not just love, but there's a danger. And he died and sacrificed himself.
See, he's diligent, you know. Don't give me, even though he's chatting shit, he's diligent. I see him all the time. He's even in Camberwell. He's walking up and down Wharf Road. He's fucking in this place, man, Post Hill.
The Most High man wake him up, you know. You don't know.
Oh, yeah. That guy's got way too much wine in his book. Yeah, he's even waste my time trying to get him to see it.
It's true, you're right.
I can kick shit down. Verse 27, labor not for the meat which perisheth. Right, because what perishes? All of this, man. This is the meat that's on the table of the so-called white man. This is on his table, man. But you got all people that want to divide the spoil with the proud.
Yeah.
What they say, I believe it's in Ecclesiastes. Proverbs 16 verse 19. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Okay, who's the proud? The proud is the so-called white people, the Edomites. You represent the proud. Because you left off from the Most High. You don't execute the Most High's laws and justices. You do according to your own devices, man. And that's why the scriptures say that this beast will be given to the burning flame.
Yeah, that's right.
And the 10 horns are going to hate the whore and make her naked and burn her with fire, man.
That's right.
So it said, better it is to be of an holy spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Exactly, that's our people trying to join hand in hand with the wicked. You see them how they take pride in walking with their oppressors. How lowly are you, man? You have no self-honor. You got no self-worth. You don't join hands with your oppressors, people that colonize you and enslave you.
That's right.
What the hell is wrong with you niggas, man?
That's right.
You think that you've elevated in society by hanging around your oppressors, climbing into bed with them, having children with them. And then they'll smile with you, but they just want to use you. They look down at you.
Tell them, Mark.
They have no respect for yourselves, man. You don't know the hole that you were digged from. The scripture said the ox knows his owner and the ass his master's crib. But Israel don't know.
That's right.
They don't even consider. Look at that. Isaiah 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth, in fact, let me start from verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for Yahweh has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. That's you so-called black people, man.
That's right.
And Latinas and Hispanics.
Come on.
The Most High nourished you up. Gave you a kingdom during the time of King David, man. Time of King Solomon.
Right.
40 years you had a time of peace. Most High nourished you. Put you on high. Nourished you. But what happened? You rebelled against him. How ungrateful, man.
People, man.
How you gonna rebel against somebody that gave you everything? You often hear movies about that. You know, a man that helped out, a man who has riches, helped out a guy that was poor, that had nothing. Helped him out, gave him money. Then that guy, that poor guy, became famous, became rich. Because of that rich guy that helped him out. And then what did that poor guy do? He turned around and killed the same guy that made him rich, man.
Wow. It's that spiritual, because our people, we made Esau rich, man. And now Esau turned around and he kills us, even though we made him rich. Because we made him rich by going off, man. You know, and that's how the curse was fell upon us, and he became rich. Right. And then when he became rich, you know, it's killing us, man. You know?
But this is the Most High. He's speaking in reference to the multitude of his people, man. You bowed their knee to Satan by dividing the spoil with the so-called white man. You're really worshiping Satan, man. You join hand in hand with the devil. I'm telling you. That's why I still say, pride go before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. You get that? Now, let me just continue reading. Verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. Majority of you so-called black people, you don't consider where you come from. If you had any idea, you'd be taking heed to the prophets. You'd be taking in this warning. But said, my people, they don't consider, man. And that's why Paul said that sometimes, I tell even with tears, knowing that they're the enemies of the cross, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said, you Israelites, you don't know what belongs into your peace.
See you in a bit.
This is Luke chapter 19, verse 41. And when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it, saying, if thou hast known, even thou, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and indigenous people of North, Central, South America. It said, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. For the day shall come upon thee, that thine enemy shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side, and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. The white man will come with great wrath, right? Knowing he have but a short time. That's why I said, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. But the devil will come down with great wrath. So who's the devil? The so-called white man.
The white man, huh?
And he's going to keep you in on every side. Martial law. Martial law, man. Martial law is coming to this side of the hemisphere and to the whole world.
That's right, that's right.
And to you so-called black people, you're going to realize who your enemies are on that day.
There you go.
You're going to hold hands with the oppressor. You're going to choose his ways. And don't realize that that same devil don't deceive you.
There you go.
Eating of his dainties.
There you go.
Eating of that deceitful meat. not realizing there will be your snare and your destruction in that day. But the Most High, his head won't be about you. Because you decided to choose the ways of your oppressors, man. The devil. Choose the ways of Satan, man. The so-called white man. That crazy, she was a crazy woman that was doing it. You know?
Oh, man.
You don't know the things that belong to your own peace, man. You don't know. What things belong to your peace? This right here. Because it's hidden from you. That's why I said if our gospel be hid, it's hid to them that are lost, man. And who are lost? The lost sheep of the house of Israel. You so-called black people, man. And native Indian people, man. You are lost. And I see it in your spirit, man. I see it in your eyes. You trust in what the white man told you to trust in. What he's educated you into believing. University and degrees, man. If you follow that path, you'll be good, man. Huh?
Yahweh is chosen.
Yahweh. So Yahweh is chosen, but Yahweh, but you know, at least he's trying to recognize.
It's closer than St. JC, man.
Yeah.
It's closer. You get what I'm saying? So,
You know?
I'm
Telling you. It says here, man, it says Luke 19:42 saying, if thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy day, at least in this your day, man, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. Exactly. What gives us true peace, man?
It's truth.
It's truth. Knowing that this is the thing that we're supposed to be laboring for. This is what we're supposed to be laboring for. This is really the only labor. Obviously, you got work in the world, man. You know, you got to put food on the table. You got to pay for the roof over your head. You got to wash your clothes. So you need money. You need the JOB. The scripture says, you know, if a man, you man got to work. You know, you have to work. People that don't work can't eat. Right? Right. But the true laboring is this word. That's why I said, the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are what? Few. This is the true laboring. Labor not for what? The meat that perish, but labor for to win Yahweh Shai, to win deliverance, man. So let me go back to Isaiah 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Right, because who owned the slaves? Your enemy, the so-called white man, the Edomites. So you think he's your owner? You think that he's the man that you're supposed to be following? Little do you know that the Most High created this man for the day of destruction. Let's get that. Proverbs 16, verse 4. Yahweh have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil, man. Who's the wicked?
So-called white man, huh?
Wicked is a so-called white man.
That's right.
The red man, Esau.
That's right.
There's no man on earth that's more profane or more of a fornicator as Esau. For one morsel of meat sold his birthright. We know what you Edomites did. You wanted it right now. You wasn't waiting for the wages of your birthright.
Yep. Short term.
You weren't waiting for your blessing. You wanted it right now. Short-sighted, faithless, man. Unbeliever, a natural born infidel. Natural born reprobate.
Malak, and I also want to say that our people, you know, when you said how Esau has that short-term mindset, our people have cleaved to that way, man. You know, there's thieves to the way of having a short-term mindset, man. They want it now. They don't want, you know, to have a long-term mindset like their ancestor Jacob, man. You know.
That's right. That's right, man. You know what I'm saying? So I said, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Jeremiah 2 verse 11. Have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. And you change your glory in the sign. What's that? What is it? It said that seeing these things shall be dissolved, man. How ought ye to be? So eating the meat off of the table of your oppressor, what's that going to profit you, man? You change your glory in the sign, they're not going to profit you, man. I said it before, when them nuclear missiles hit ground zero, what the hell is your Range Rover going to do for you? Are you going to switch into 5th gear and outrun the missiles? Outdrive the missiles? You so-called black man and say that the black woman is God. Let her deliver you in the time of your trouble, man. You simple-minded Negroes. Let's see if she can sprout wings and take you into the cosmos, man, to deliver you from the missiles.
Black woman, what, man?
Black woman can't even save herself,
Why
man.
didn't she say when we were on the ships together, man? Why didn't she save herself, man?
Exactly.
Why did so-called black woman?
She just sprout some wings, man. and deliver us. They said, right, when my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit, right? Because our people are worshipping other gods, man, other idols. Even the works of your own hands, man. Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie ain't gonna come back and deliver you so-called black people from missiles. He not gonna save you from the concentration camps. He not gonna save you, okay, from the so-called white man's devices, man. You better pray to Yahweh. You better pray to Yahweh Shai. Scripture says he is our Redeemer. Let's read on. Verse 12, be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith Yahweh. For my people have committed 2 evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? The scriptures refer to so-called black people as homeborn slaves, man. You've been up underneath the so-called white man for too long. Could have said, envy not your oppressor, so-called white woman there. Yeah, envy not them. And choose none of their ways, but you want to walk around with the white woman here. Perming your hair, relaxing your hair, because you want to fit in. You want to fit in. You want to fit in with your ass, man. Don't you know your owner? Don't you know your master's crib? Your owner is the Most High Yahweh.
That's right.
Your master's crib is his truth, man. His tabernacle.
That's right.
But our people don't consider that. We all gotta serve something, man. We all gotta serve something. And our people are serving this system, this beast. That's why I say him that worship the beast and his image and receive the mark in their right hand or their forehead. Because that's the entity that our people are worshiping right now. That's the entity or the power that be that our people are revering. And I said, if you do that, you're going to taste of the wine of the wrath of the Most High without mixture. You read on. But that's the point. Yeah. Back in Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his odor, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Let me get Judges, man. He was on Joshua. The other scripture that said, crown to the God, crown to your gods. Time of your revelation. Get that scripture where it says yeah, I got that. And this is Judges chapter 10, verse 13. But yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And the children of Israel said unto Yahweh, we have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day. And they put away the strange gods from among them and served Yahweh, and his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel. Right, but the point is in verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Right. Let your gods deliver you, man. You won't cry to the government. And really, when our people march against the government, they're really begging mercy from the government, man. They're basically saying, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Asking the oppressor to stop being oppressed.
Yeah. Stop oppressing me. You're really begging your oppressor to bless you, man.
There you go. I got a precept that correlates with what you're saying. It's the book of Isaiah, 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
There you go.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong.
There you go.
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh.
There you go. What verse is that again?
That's Isaiah 31, verse 1.
That's beautiful. Let me read that. That's beautiful. In fact, what's that one? Hold on.
And then now people are asking Esau for help, man. You know, when he's created to be the wicked, to oppress us, man. You know, it don't make no sense, man. You know, the Most High is above Esau, man. You know, so you know when you have you go to like a job, you have a complaint to the like a worker, you go to the manager in order to complain about how they treat you, man. So our people are meeting the person that's oppressing them instead of them going to the director, which is the Most High, man.
That's right. They're right. You know what I mean? Because they don't see him. Because it's been, as I said, they don't know the things that belong to their peace, because it's been hidden from them. The Most High has hid these things from them and blinded them by deceiving them. You know? This Isaiah 30, verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised this word and trust in oppression, and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Right. The scripture say, because you trust in oppression, because you Hispanics and so-called black people, you trust in the so-called white man. Look at them, man. Glorifying. You know that them two motherfuckers there, they're talking business, and you know, they're talking all that business, worldly affairs. That's them worshipping the works of their hands, man. They're talking about excelling, achieving, you know, progressing, moving forward. That's what it's all about, man. How to make myself better, how to achieve this. This is what this society is all about. The scriptures say that all the works that are therein shall be burned up. So there's no more profit you nothing trying to eat from the table, from the meat of your oppressor, man, your ruler. It says the meats are deceitful, and choose none of those dainties, man. Those are the dainties of your ruler. Let me read on. It said, because he despised this word and trust in oppression and perverseness. Right, because this place is all perverse, man. The way of the so-called white man is perversity. He's been that way ever since the Greeks and the Romans. And you gonna trust this? What is wrong with you Negroes, man?
People are stupid.
You gonna follow this guy? What the hell is wrong with you?
You don't even look right, man.
Never mind the truth. Put the truth to the side. Use your common damn senses, man. How you gonna trust in a man that's been perverse ever since the Ross Clark Greeks, man? And even before then, man. This big woman, man, dumb as hell. Eve, man. Eve rolling with looks like the serpent, man. You know, they forsook the Most High's ministers, man. You forsake the Most High ministers, you forsook the Most High. Hold on. Judgment to pass that out. It said, and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. So it says, one of their trust in it, they stay on it, man.
Sure.
They stand stiffly for it. Same way we stand stiffly for Yahushua. You know, the multitude of our people, they take pride in their uniforms, man. Their uniforms. You know what I mean? The suits and tie. And their prosperity, man. I was going to say the prosperity of fools destroyeth them, man. So it said this, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. They are breaching the wall ready to fall on you, man. Swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking coming suddenly at an instant, meaning boom, just come down on you, man. Suddenly. That's why I say, when they shall say peace and safety, there's sudden destruction coming upon them, man. I'm telling you.
So people peace and safety, man.
That's what they want, comfortability, at ease.
Yeah.
That's a feminine spirit showing you, man.
Our people, man. Our people are simple, man.
Very simple.
Oh, man.
Then Isaiah 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. What's the modern day chariot? The cars, man. The cars, those are the modern. People don't have chariots no more with the horses and shit. What they got now? They got the cars, man, the vehicles, man, driver license, you know. You know, the car keys. You know, flip-flops, walking around with your car keys, showing the whole world that you can drive.
I was meditating on what you were saying. You said how, you know, that basically, you know, okay, is your car gonna save you when the nuclear missiles come? You know, so that trust in charity, you know, they're putting their trust. You know how Jake's simple, putting trust in like I got a new whip, I'm gonna impress this girl, you know, this and that. It's like, you know, woe to you, man. That means destruction, man. Yeah. Because all them cars gonna burn with feather heat, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, man.
Why would you do that? Why? Fuck, man. You're a devil son.
Easy, man.
She wears that top up there, yeah, it comes up there so you can see her backside and her cheeks.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can literally see her knicker line through her fucking leggings, man.
And most of these women that cover up, bro, they're sluts, man.
Yeah, come on now, they're not righteous, man. They're not thinking about the Most High. Come on, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
There'll be a table and a snare and attracting them, man. Yeah. Let me read it. And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. Exactly, because you see your friend got a car, all your family got a car, you tempted to get that car too. You tempted to trust in that. Because they are many. Everyone's driving a car. And you know, when you see on the television, it looks like you're living that high quality lifestyle. You know? But the aim is to be as low as possible, man. It's better to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud, man. Okay? Because you're trying to get that image. It's wicked as hell, man. They said, because they are many and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, which is the Most High Yahweh. Neither seek Yahweh. Right? That's right. Yet he also is wise and will, verse 2 reading on. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil. I will not call back his words. That's the Most High. The Most High said he's going to bring evil, man. The Most High going to bring evil. The Most High created it and he's going to bring evil. He said he will not call back his words. Can an archer call back a bow? A mighty archer, send the arrow, can't call back the arrow. Once it's sent, it can't be pulled back. Even so, the plagues that the Most High sending can't come back with them. The Most High gonna send nuclear missiles, man. And once the missiles are sent to be shot into the ends of the world, the missiles are not gonna turn back, man. Neither are they gonna break rank. They're gonna accomplish for what it's been sent to. I'm telling you. So we read on. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil. I will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Right. You work in iniquity, sin upon sin. That's the majority of our people. And your help is Egypt, man. That's why I said in verse 1, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. But then it says in verse 2, it says, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. So the Most High is going to destroy America.
That's right.
With nuclear fire, with famine, with death, with bloodshed, with hunger, thirst, nakedness, blindness, man. You will consume the adversaries of him. Two-thirds of his own people. Now it's a sign for you other nations of people. The Lord destroy his own people. How much more you? You ain't over the Lord's people.
No? It's a powerful point, man.
That little Eritrean guy. I'm a child of God. No, you ain't. No, you not.
Yeah, you know, Hamite, man.
They said, reading on verse 3, now the Egyptians are men and not God. So our people got to know that. The so-called white man is a man. He's not the most high. So the nigga woman with Moab. With Moab. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, we're seeing it all out here. We're seeing it all. We're seeing it all out here. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
You see the all, man. You see the nigga woman with Esau, Moab. Yeah?
And then, you know when them Edomites are sleeping with our women, they probably think they're looking and N-word, you know, and then doing all that shit, man.
Yeah, of course, man.
You know?
The so-called black one, she's not smart, bro. She's not smart at all.
She's thinking like you got some kind of power, like sleeping with a so-called black woman.
Yeah, she's losing her power when she does that. And she's defining her own self, man.
Because imagine kind of
You can't go from the Israelite man, go and become another the Edomite man's woman, and then come back to us. You're defiled, man. The scriptures talk about that.
And imagine how many spirits Esau attracts, man.
Exactly.
And
He's the devil.
Yeah.
He's got all kind of demons, man.
So imagine him connecting with them Israelite women, and them Israelite women going back to them Israelite men.
Go bring them demons back to you, man. Fuck with that.
Coming
So
one
it said,
flesh with
verse
Satan.
3. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High. Yeah. You choosing his ways, man. Eating from his table. You want to divide the spoil with him. Hanging around him. Want to live that life, that high maintenance life. It's not for us, man. That's them. And their house is flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. Right. So he that hold, right, which is Esau, modern day Egyptians, and he that is holding, which is our people, okay, they're both gonna fall down together. Again, that's why that scripture said when the blind lead the blind, they're all going to fall into the same judgment, the ditch. Our people better wake up, man. It's high time to awake our spirit. That's what you choose. You take that crack scene. You take the crack scene, boy. I know one guy, he's my he sorts out my taxes, man. And we just happened, I was sorting out my taxes, everything. He told me he took both the jabs, man. Both of them motherfuckers, man.
Wow.
And then when I told him about how dangerous it is, he started laughing, man. I was like, boy, see our people.
Yeah, he's finished.
And he's from either Nigeria or Sierra Leone. He's done, bro.
Because a lot of people from West Africa, when they come to this country, if you analyze them, a lot of them, they want to get like college degrees, university, and one thing about, you know, Israelite parents that are from West Africa, they always like, they like to boast about vain things. So they'll say stuff like, oh, my son has University of London, university degree. You know, they always like to boast about that, man.
Boast about that.
You know,
when it shows you that's the be all and the end of it. And there's nothing more great than a college degree. A college degree is not going to save you, okay, from missiles.
They ain't gonna save you from missiles.
You ain't going to show a PhD to the Most High, Yahweh Shai, and think that, yeah, Shalom, and think that you're going to somehow get into a chariot with your diploma, man. And that's, you know what it says here? It said, verse 3, now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their houses and their horses flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. Yeah, remember one time I was talking to that girl, the same girl that blocked me on WhatsApp, yeah? She asked me, what do I bring to the table, man? She started boasting about how she got her own place. I was like, so? You know, in my head I was thinking so, but I never said nothing because, my aim was to get to the vagina, man.
Yeah, no, keeping it
So,
real.
you know, you gotta play that game, till you get it, and then you just, you know. But she was talking about how, you know, she got her own house, because she got her own car, and I was looking at her like, you're such a damn fool, man. The scripture said the prosperity of fools destroyeth them, man. And you so-called black people, man, you change your glory into things that will not profit you nothing. You know? See how people, they walk past the young diglets.
So they're going to have to, you know, that everlasting shame will hit them, man.
So I said, verse 4, for thus have Yahweh spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey, when a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him. He will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall Yahweh of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion and for the hill thereof. Exactly. So Yahweh Shah's going to come for us, man. Those of us that believe.
That's right.
And he's going to fight for us. Meaning the other nations, them, the modern day Egyptians, right? They're going to come together. They're going to ally themselves together to fight against Yahweh Shah. But he's going to fight for us, man.
That's right.
Because Esau, the so-called white man, wants to wipe us out. They literally want to wipe us out. It's like the time in ancient Egypt where the Egyptians wanted to kill off the male children among the Israelites, man. Well, Esau wants to wipe us all out fully. He wants to wipe us out fully, man. Hold on, let me just... Esau wants to wipe us out fully. But then it said what? Let me read it again. For thus have Yahweh spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey, when a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him. Right. You see a shepherd, the lion catch the sheep, the shepherds come forth, trying to defend the sheep. But the lion is hungry, man. He don't fight for his shit. He gonna fight for his sheep. You ain't taking my sheep, this is my food. I gotta feed my cubs. Shepherd come forth, trying to save his livestock. Lion say, man, fuck you, man, it's mine. I wasn't waiting in the bushes for nothing. I come to get mine. I've been waiting for days for this. Right? So it said, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall Yahweh of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion and for the hill thereof. You hear that? So, again, just like in the time of Moses, it said, let my people go. We the prophets, the holy men, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, we're sending Esau to let the Lord's people go. You through your witchcrafts and enchantments have deceived the vast majority of our people into worshiping you and your ways, man. We the prophets are out here to testify to let Yahweh's people go, man. So they can serve Yahweh Shai in truth. But Esau don't want to let our people go. He wants to cast spells on them, man. And deceive them into taking that JAB and the crack scene.
Man, I hate Esau, man.
But we're out here to stand and to testify against Esau, to let our people go, man. Through the spirit, man. So say, as birds flying, so will Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it. And passing over, he will preserve it. Right. You can say, as birds flying, Yahweh of hosts shall defend the elect, the remnant of his heritage, man.
That's right.
And what's the birds that will be flying? Chariots, man.
Formation.
What the white man calls UFOs.
That's right.
Our Lord is coming back in a glorious apparel, man. Traveling in the greatness of his strength.
That's right.
Alright? To deliver his elect from the four winds of heaven.
Right.
And to destroy the two parts that dwell therein. Cut them off and die.
Right.
Go on, you got something?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. You know, going back to what you were saying, how, you know, that Esau wants to exterminate the nation of Israel, man. You know, and you know, the dragon was rough with the woman in representation of the Israelites.
Right.
So he's going to come to attack us in general, and also come for the brothers that are standing here, man. You know, so you know, you just have to keep pushing and having faith because it's a serious battle that we're involved in, man.
That's what the brother's saying there, is that Esau don't want to let us go and serve the Most High in peace. So-called white man wants to wipe us out. So-called white man has an agenda to wipe us out. And you silly, simple-minded Negroes, Hispanics, Latinas, you think that Esau is the be-all and end-all, man. But don't you know you have a Redeemer? You don't know that? You think that the ways of Babylon is the be-all and end-all, the dating scene. The dating scene. The black manosphere. All that garbage, man. Money, 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 man. Look at that pile of vanity, man, that woman, man, that sister did, with the yellow. On the phone. Don't care nothing about the Most High, don't care nothing about the prophets, the word. It's caught up in her vain self. And that's really indicative of the state of the majority of our people. You're just caught up into yourselves, man. And the luxuries and the prosperity of this place. But don't you know that will be your snare and a trap onto you, man? But let me read on. Let me read verse 5 again. As birds flying, so will Yahweh of hosts. The word host means armies or troops.
That's right.
So the God of war is coming to deliver and to destroy.
That's right.
Make war with the other nations and the 2/3, and to deliver the elect, the ones that trust in his name. Defending also, he will deliver it and pass it over. He will preserve it. Preserve it from what, man?
Destruction.
From destruction. Don't you know that's what the word salvation means? Preservation and deliverance from destruction. Don't you want to be saved from nuclear fire? Don't you want to be delivered by from the so-called white man, who is your enemy? You don't prove it all the time. Verse 6, turn ye unto him from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. For in that day every man shall cast away his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which your own hands have made unto you for a sin. That's right. I was going to say, in that day, the day of the Lord, all you so-called black people, you're going to forget about your idols, man. You're going to forget about the works of your own hands that you've been worshipping and coveting over. You're going to forget about all that. Because at the end of the day, it was the Most High that gave you all that. All your prosperity, all the things that you glory in, the Most High gave you all that. Most High giveth, and now He's going to take away, man. And you Israelites, you're going to see in that day what really matters. What's really going to stand in that day. The only thing that's going to stand in that day is the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
They're going to find out that white Jesus doesn't work. You know? They're going to find out, they're going to be calling JC, nothing's going to happen.
No answer.
There you go.
Right? Then, verse 8. Then shall the Assyrian fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword, not of a mean man, shall devour him. But he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall be discomfited. And he shall pass over to his stronghold for fear, and his princes shall be afraid of the ensign, saith Yahweh, whose fire is in Zion, and his furnace in Jerusalem. Right? This furnace is talking about this word, man. You know? But what's it gonna get? Right, yeah, I was gonna get first I'm gonna get this.
Spend 5 minutes scrubbing his nails.
Proverbs 23, verse 3. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. Right, because this place is filled up with wisdoms, man. Worldly wisdoms, earthly wisdoms. This wisdom is earthly, man, sensual, devilish. I think it says that in Peter's, if I'm not mistaken.
So some people are wise to do evil, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're wise to do evil.
That's evil wisdom they have.
Let's see if I can get it up. Let me try and put it up. James 3 and 15. That's it. James 3 and 15. James chapter 3, verse, let me start from verse 13. Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom. But if ye have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, it's high, man. It's high.
You can smell the stink from
Yeah,
here.
it can stink on it, man. And then you wonder why he's not with no respect him, man. They say, but if ye have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not and lie not against the truth. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish. For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. Right. So you have envying and bitter envying and strife, man. Those are really worldly, man. When you come into this truth, you're meant to mortify your members, man. Do you understand? You're meant to deaden those instincts. You got to deaden those desires. You got to deaden those feelings. Do you understand? Because that wisdom descends not from the Most High, man. That wisdom is earthly, fleshly, devilish, man. Sensual. Let me look it up. James.
Strong's G 5591. Psuchikas. Psuchikas.
That's the word sensual in that verse, and it means of or belonging to breath, having the nature and characteristics of the breath, the principle of animal life, which men have in common with the brutes, governed by breath, the sensuous nature with its subjection to appetite and passion. Okay? So animal, the principle of animal life. And that's what people are nowadays. That bunch of animals, man. Beasts, the scripture are brute beasts. And that's the masses of these people, you see them, and the masses of our people. You know what I'm saying? envy, what they say? It said, but if, verse 14 of James 3, but if you have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, your minds, glory not and lie not against the truth. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and devilish. Let me look at the word devilish. Yeah, the word devilish,
Strong's G 1141. Time days.
right, which means, I looked at the word devilish, it means resembling or proceeding from an evil spirit or demon-like. Okay, so that's where that was coming from. You read that, verse 14. But if, for where this wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, or devilish. For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's what this present time. That's that wisdom. It says Proverbs 23 verse 4. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that have an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. We read that again. Eat thou not the bread of him that have an evil eye. Who has an evil eye towards us?
Esau.
The so-called white man. You're not meant to be eating his bread, man. Eating his crack scene. His JAB. You could have said, never trust our enemy. That's a perfect scripture that links up with that, man. The scripture said what? Eat not thou the bread of him that have an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. See that? He said, eat, drink, man. Take the JB, man. Go back to normal life. You can eat and drink and go to these bars and restaurants. Just show us proof of your crackination.
I was gonna say that.
Wait, let me just. Show me proof of your crackination, man. You know, take this JB and you can go back to normal life, right? But what it say? It said, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. See that? So his plan is to kill you, man. He's trying to destroy you. And our people need to be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? That's right, so that's that part there. Vain as hell, man. They're so far, they idolize themselves, man. Shit. When you idolize yourself and you just think that you're all that matters, man. That's when you depart from the Most High, man. That's when Most High got none of you. That's when you see yourself as the Most High. You know what I mean? You're going off. You're going off in that time. The Most High is about to show you that you are not the Most High. You are but a corruptible man. You are flesh. But yeah, bro, you should just close it out because I've been out here for time, bro.
I was going to say that, you know, Esau's bread is...
yeah, it's still up.
I was going to say Esau's bread is basically leavened bread, man. It's bad for you, man. It's huge, but it has no quality inside, man. You know, but this truth, he says it's unleavened bread because it's quality, man. What you see is what you get. That's right. But, you know, that's just what I want to say, man.
It's processed wheat. It is processed. It's not whole wheat. You know. But anyway, with that, man, give all praises due to your Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kodash. That's right. Shalom, man. That's right. That's right.